audience. This is Alucard, and tonight I am going to treat you to my thoughts regarding the teaser trailer for Castlevania Nocturne, now scheduled to premiere on Netflix on September 28th, 2023. First of all, this is a trailer. Trailers do not provide the full story, and some concepts in the trailer do not make the final product, and adaptations in different media are separate canon and diverge due to their own creative liberties. What is expressed in this video is just the opinions of the uploader. Also, this will include spoilers from the games, which, while I will alert you to chapters. With that being said, let's begin, shall we? The trailer opens with Richter Belmont cracking his whip and having a flashback of his young childhood, where he apparently practices weapon use, and an unknown vampire character mentions his retribution on Richter's mother, listed in the casting information for Nocturne as being Julia Belmont, voiced by Sophie Skelton. The candle blowing out is further reference to the death of Richter's mother, along with the image of the woman lying in a pool of blood. The implication here is that Richter's mother was the hunter of the night prior to Richter, and this vampire murdered Richter's mother, leading to his orphan status. There is a cast listing of Olrox, who is possibly this new vampire who murdered Richter's mother. Olrox in the games was based off the appearance of Nosferatu from the 1922 silent film of the same name that plagiarized off Bram Stoker's Dracula novel. The backstory of Richter, if more prominent in the series, would be a welcome change from what previously happened with Trevor Belmont in the original Castlevania animated series, making the character more of a focus and opportunities to add more to his story. Now, as a warning, spoilers from Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. Within his two main canon games in the Castlevania series, Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night, Richter is shown to have a very wrathful and prideful personality.
You aren't hurt?
No, are you?
Nah, I'm fine. I'm overflowing with the blood of the vampire hunter after all. I need to let a little out once in a while.
Oh, well then.
You head back to the village without me. I'm going on ahead. It's time to end this 100-year blood feud.
Me?
Yeah. I'm gonna kill him myself.
No, don't. It's too dangerous.
But this is my destiny. Besides, his blood is calling to me. The path up to here is safe. Now get going!
Richter! Wait! Richter!
He swears to Annette in Rondo of Blood that he will fully eliminate Dracula and ensure that Dracula never returns. Unfortunately for Richter, at the end of Rondo of Blood, even though he had apparently killed the necromancer and right hand of Dracula known as Shaft, Shaft had cursed Richter with a great curse, poisoning Richter in mind and body. The curse preyed upon Richter's fear of being forgotten and his desire to be the best of all Belmonts in Symphony of the Night, the direct sequel, occurring around 5 years later in 1797. Richter had lost his mind to the point of referring to paintings of Dracula's departed wife and Alucard's mother, Lisa Tepes, as his lady, and Richter referred to himself as the Lord of the Castle, as if he was Dracula himself. When Alucard, the son of Dracula, having risen from hibernation, confronts Richter around halfway through Symphony of the Night, if one pursues the game's canon ending, gives a reiteration of what he told Annette in Rondo of Blood.
I've been waiting for you.
Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning to resurrect Count Dracula?
Dracula rises once a century. One chance for each Belmont to shine, and then we're finished. Forgotten. If I bring him back now, the battle can last for eternity!
No!
In summary, Richter Belmont feared being forgotten and wanted to be the best Belmont. These attributes of his personality were preyed upon by Shaft, leading to the fall and salvation of Richter Belmont by his younger cousin Maria Renard, as well as the son of Dracula, named Adrian Tepes, or Alucard. Now, while the details of what tragically happened to Richter are limited in Rondo of Blood, or the lesser SNS Dracula X, we don't know about his mother and or father. Needless to say, Castlevania game canon has not been kind to the Belmont mothers. Sonia Belmont conceived and birthed the son of Alucard in Castlevania Legends, which was one of two widely believed reasons why Legends was decanonized. The other case was the daughter of Richter Belmont from the lore of the Castlevania 64 and Legacy of Darkness, who was the mother of Michael Schneider and the grandmother of Reinhard Schneider. And then, Legends had a spiritual successor in the Lords of Shadow alternate universe, where Sypha Belmont dies while trying to get her son, Simon Belmont, away from the werewolves or lycans. Returning to the trailer, the candle going out and the dead woman on the floor is likely the murder of Richter's mother by the unknown vampire taunting Richter. Speaking of Maria Renard, she's also featured in the trailer briefly, summoning the Suzaku or Red Sparrows, and in another moment the Bayako or White Tiger. Her appearance largely follows that of the Dracula X Chronicles. Maria Renard's role in Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night is largely that of Richter's little sister. She's actually a distant cousin of Richter and a descendant of the Belmont family. But her relationship to Richter in the games as his adopted sister is largely that. Her childlike, lighthearted, and optimistic personality contrasts and plays off other characters. Her optimism plays off Annette's fear in Rondo of Blood. Her lighthearted attitude also plays off Richter's anger and helps lighten the overall mood in Rondo of Blood. In Symphony of the Night, Maria's optimism contrasts with Alucard's lack of hope that Richter can be saved from his insane and increasingly corrupted state. Once again, these differing outlooks play off each other with the three characters Maria interacts with in-game, and it made them enjoyable. But alas, this is a trailer for a different adaptation, so one will see how that works. The series is set, per the trailer, during the French Revolution, along with the implications that the evil of the revolution is bringing vampires back. This is possibly an homage to Castlevania game lore, in which the evil of humanity in times of great crisis and suffering reduced the gap between the chaotic realm and the material realm. I explain more of that in my cosmology lore episode. Dracula gives a simple explanation of this in his confrontation with Richter in the prologue for Symphony of the Night, which was altered from the original Rondo of Blood. The female
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves!
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk.
Night, which was altered from the original Rondo of Blood. The female vampire in the trailer isn't named explicitly, but the casting information lists Elizabeth Bathory, voiced by Franca Potente. Elizabeth in the games is the niece of Dracula, and influential in bringing back Dracula in Castlevania Bloodlines. However, given that this is an alternate adaptation with its own liberties, this may not be the case here. More in-depth details on the French Revolution can be found in these documentary videos found here on YouTube by Asha Logos and Pax Tubi.
Messiah will come. The devourer of light who will eat the sun.
She won't want simply to crush the revolution. She will want to drain it slowly of blood before she grinds its bones to dust.
In this series, Annette is a revolting slave from the Haitian Revolution. The Haitian Revolution ran from 1791 until 1804. There are more videos with more in-depth looks at the historical events here on YouTube. Links will be in the description. It's a bit odd to see Richter cry like he does here, though given that maybe he appears by himself it might not be. But thank you to Neo Belmont for mentioning that part. Overall, the trailer advertises a darker, more tragic tone in its presentation with the French Revolution and the murder of Richter's mother. As I said at the beginning, it's just a trailer, but what they presented was visually interesting, especially with the homage to game lore. However, this is a situation of wait and see. I want to give my thanks and acknowledgements here. I want to thank Neo Belmont for pointing out the part about Richter crying, and the quick scene of Maria summoning the Red Sparrows or Suzaku. I want to thank Netflix for the trailer along with a way to easily watch numerous TV shows, where I missed some episodes and needed to come back and finish the series, along with the publicity to Castlevania, which both the upcoming series and the previous Netflix series brought about. I want to thank Raymond Belmont and Castle of 1986 for some additional tips that helped in the making of my recent videos. And most of all, I want to say thank you to you, my dear audience, for all your support in making the various videos a success. The next big video will be about the alternate universe of Lords of Shadow. In the meantime, until we meet again, farewell.